Welcome to Leslie's Lessons, featuring Green Light Confidential. I'm Lesley D, nurse, your Green Light confidant. This space is for anyone who's ever felt a quiet nudge that there's more. Let's begin. If it happens another way, I'm frustrated, I'm angry, I'm upset, I'm lost, I don't understand what I did wrong, but it's still happening. It may not manifest in the way that you are fixated and believe and have given the ultimate currency to its value if it happens that way, but it is happening. No one tells us that the timelines, they are something, but they are happening. There's development. Do you ever look at yourself and you're like, wow, I'm not the person that I was 3 years ago. I'm not the person that I was 3 months ago, 3 weeks ago. Why? Because you evolved. Something shifted in you. And you didn't even realize it because you were just in the motion. You weren't in your head. You allowed yourself to feel it and to fuel it into action, as opposed to being dormant and waiting for someone to say, I pick you. You ever see like those reality shows or like those court shows or talk shows, and they're like, well, he didn't let me. She didn't let me. She didn't let me, do this. She didn't let me do this. Who are they to let you? There's another way. How about you let yourself? How about you let yourself out that house, that apartment? You let yourself out that job, out that business. You let yourself out of that toxic relationship, situationship, and you give yourself permission to elevate. Now, granted, don't think when you are in that motion, everyone comes with you. Like you get to give notice and say, this is a new day. This is a new sheriff in town. This is how we're going to do things. No, this is a walk for one. And the moment you begin to give yourself tiny permission slips to be who you are destined to be, who you want to be, who you have been afraid to be, you will see real change. Guaranteed. Now, granted, some of the change you might see might be envy, negative feedback. But while that's happening, guess what? The eyes that need to see you, they're seeing you, they're admiring you. Opportunities are brewing, contracts are being written, deals are being prepared because they see your light. That's the way it's going to go. It's never going to be, if I'm this person, this is going to happen. But guess what? You become that person, that other stuff is going to happen as well. But it's how you respond. It is how you see yourself in the situation. It can either consume you or it can fuel you, but it all starts with creating a solid foundation within, understanding that you do not need permission to be great. You simply just be. You forgive yourself. Other people's opinions, they have no effect on you unless you say, maybe they're right. I did feel like that on the inside. How did they know? Why did they say that? I'm so angry. How did they know that? Your energy, your thoughts, they carried you in a way that you hid it so well that they wouldn't see. But it showed up in the way you talked, in your actions, your lack thereof, in your hesitations. It was there. And it's still there until you say, enough is enough. I got this. I'm taking over. I'm taking over right now. Free yourself. Life is so precious. You don't want to look back and be like, well, I could have done that. I didn't know how. I didn't know how. I didn't know who to talk to. I didn't know how to stop it. Could have just stopped. Something in the routine could have just stopped based on your doing. If someone is abusing you, they can no longer abuse you if you are not there. If someone is betraying you, they can no longer betray you because you are not betraying yourself. If you see a business or an idea or a home or a dream vacation or whatever it is you want to do in life, but you don't allow yourself the freedom to fail, to learn, to lead yourself, you will just end up being in the corner, resentful, confused, lost, regretful that you never took the chance, but resent the other people who do. And then it'll just be this prototype in a human form that you'll see pop up, and you'll hate them. You'll hate them. You'll hate life. You'll hate that aspect. You'll try to avoid it, but it'll just become louder and louder in your life because you didn't take the shot. You didn't take the shot. Stay tuned for the next part of the Lead or Lose series. And remember, this is your green light. Thanks for tuning in to Leslie's Lessons. I'm your green light confidant, and this is your reminder you're not stuck, you're just evolving. Until next time.